Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all of you, my lovely students of class 9 computer. I am Sir Zishan in front of you. I have already delivered my 9 lectures on computer science for class 9. This is my lecture number 10, computer class 9, page 27, unit 2, and the name of the unit is computer components. All my lovely students, have a look this thing over here which I wrote on the board. Look at the board now and start reading of this thing. In this unit, as I told you that unit 2 computer components, in this unit I will tell you in detail about these 5 things. That's why I asked you to read these 5 things. Number 1, CPU, Central Processing Unit. And everybody knows that this is the brain of the computer. It has 2 major parts, ALU, Arithmetic Logic Unit, and CU, Control Unit. Very shortly, this was the definition of CPU. CPU stands for Central Processing Unit, which is the brain of a computer system. It has total 3 parts: ALU, Arithmetic and Logic Unit, CU, Control Unit, MU, Memory Unit. But when we say that the major parts of CPU are only two major parts. Number 1, ALU, Arithmetic and Logic Unit. Number 2, CU, Control Unit. So, I shall teach you in detail about CPU. The second point, buses. What are buses? Same concept. Do you know buses which are running on the road, highway? These are called buses. What do you mean by buses? Buses are vehicles, and they are used to bring us and also the luggage from one place to another place. You understand? The buses, same concept, but in computer, buses are set of wires which transmit data and information from one place to another place inside the computer. You see, the concept is same. Our buses are used to bring us and our luggage from one place to another place. In the same way, in computer, buses are used to transmit data and information from one place to another place. What are buses? Wires, set of wires which are used to transmit data from one place to another place. You understand what I am saying? Okay, you read that. First of all, you read that, and I ask you to open page number 27 of your book. Buses are used to transmit data from one place to another place. All right. Number 3, memory. What is memory? You know it. I will ask you, what is the memory of computer? You will say, sir, you did not tell us. We don't know. But what I am saying, you know. What is memory? Remember, common sense. Use your common sense. What is memory? Memory is the ability to remember. Understand? Memory is the ability to remember, to store and to retrieve data and information. I think there is one word which may be difficult for you. Retrieve. What does that mean by retrieve? Listen. Retrieve means you saved some data. You stored some data, maybe in hard disk or in USB, etc. But after 2 months or 3 months, you need that data again. You will recall that data from your USB or from hard disk. Recall. This word is also known as retrieve. Remember this word, my dear students. Now I am reading the board. Memory, to store and retrieve data. This is called memory. And remember, memory is the ability to store and retrieve the data and information. Next point. I/O devices, which are called input and output devices. I wrote a sentence over here. These devices are eyes and mouth of computer. Remember this sentence. What are I/O devices? Question. What are I/O devices? Answer. I/O devices are eyes and mouth of a computer system. Next point. Number 5. Ports. What are ports? To connect external devices. Let me explain it to you. See, you have a computer system at your home, CPU. Go at the back of your CPU. You will see that there are some places in which you can attach some external devices. See, there are some places, slots. They are called ports. Understand? What are ports? Ports are at the back of your CPU. They are sockets. They are slots where you can connect. You see, you can connect your external devices. So dear students, these are 5 points: CPU, buses, memory, IO devices and ports. In unit number 2, I will teach you in detail about all these 5 points. Alright, now I am coming on the block diagram of a computer system. Have a look on the board. Block diagram of a computer system. You see, I made this diagram on the board. Have a look. This is the motherboard. And CPU. In CPU, you have 3 parts: CU, control unit; ALU, arithmetic logic unit; MU, memory unit. And there are RAM and ROM in memory unit. RAM means random access memory, which is a temporary memory. ROM, read only memory, which is a permanent memory. Input from that side, you see, input process in the CPU, and after processing the data, we get output. Over here, you see, three functions of CPU: input, process, output. Have a look at the diagram. Input is coming in the CPU and it will be processed by CPU. Then CPU will give you output. So this is the block diagram of a computer system. Now I will tell you in detail about CPU. Take care of this thing and learn this diagram. You will have to learn it and you will have to draw it, this diagram, if the question appears about CPU or computer system. So, detail about CPU. The central processing unit. This is the brain or nerve center of the computer system. The processing or calculating functions takes place in the central processing unit. In central processing unit, the raw data is transformed into meaningful information. Simply speaking, it is the hub of processing activities in a computer system. In terms of computing power, the CPU is the most important element of a computer system. And also you will have to remember this thing, all my dear students. Remember this thing that in large computers, CPUs require one or more printed circuit boards. But in personal computer, the CPU is housed in a single chip called a microprocessor. I hope you are listening my lecture and I told you in detail about the CPU. Now I'm coming on the functions of CPU. All of you open page number 28 of your book. You see, I'm telling you what? Page 27. And now, page 28. Very important. Okay? Did you see that? So now I'm coming on the functions of CPU. I hope you have already opened your book and you are following my instructions. So, functions of CPU. Number one, CPU interprets data and instructions. I have already taught you in detail what is data and what are instructions. When I was teaching you about computer program, I told you in detail. Remember my previous lectures. Number two, generates control signals. It means CPU generates the signals for what? For controlling. So we say CPU generates control signals. Number three, performs arithmetic and logic operations. All the calculations, even small or big, simple or complex, they are all done in CPU. CPU has a part which is called ALU, arithmetic and logic units. In these units, all the calculations and all the logical operations are performed. Number four, produces address bits needed by memory. Remember, two major components of CPU. When we talk about CPU has three components: ALU, arithmetic and logic unit; CU, control unit; MU, memory unit. But when we say major components, major parts of CPU, they are two: ALU and CU. Sometimes this question appears in objective. How many major parts of a computer? Answer is 2. Another question, how many parts of computer? Answer is 3. You understand what I am saying? Two major components of CPU: ALU, arithmetic and logic unit; number 2, CU, control unit. Homework. Dear students, I have completed my lecture, but as you know that at the end of the lecture, I always ask you about the homework. So, note it please. Homework. Read page 27, 28 and 29 of your computer book. Not only reading, try to understand, remember and learn. Anything which you do not understand, Don't worry, I am over here. I am your teacher, Sir Zishan. I will guide you again and again. I will teach you again and again. If you do not understand anything, write me in your comments of this video anything which you do not understand. Okay?